My type for is visually. It's not a lot of requirements on the visual because like it kind of varies with the person. Like I'm not someone that's like, oh, only light skin, only dark skin. I don't do that. One, be taller than me. Like I need the look up. You see that? Something that happened bigger than me. You ain't gotta be huge. Dad bods are okay. They are okay. But you could be just wider than me. So I fit inside. Okay. I think that's really it. Bigger than me, wider than me, physically strong enough to like lift me if need be. I don't really need like an ab thing happening, but just be like together. Opposed to dad bods, I did say that. I'm trying to think. Like pretty faces. Not like a pretty boy, but just like something about like you know how a beautiful man. Not like it ain't gotta be like a pretty boy, but like just nice arms are good. Hair it doesn't really like make a difference. I'm okay with hair. I'm okay with bald. I've dated like a guy or two that was bald. That's where I like come into play is more so characteristics versus aesthetic. Um, things that are attractive about a man's character will get me more so than how he looks. First thing, confidence. Just be confident. Don't be like cocky though. Jadakiss. And when you tell me that I'm cocky, I'm not cocky. I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, it's a compliment. Like, relax. I like confidence. You know, someone who's sure of themselves, good self-esteem. Someone who is thoughtful. Thoughtful. Hey, I did this just because. I like just because more so than a special occasion. Someone who is creative. I'm a creative person. I like someone who's creative. I like maybe not in the same way because creativity comes in all different facets, you know, but creative is like bonus points. Um because a lot of people are not creative. And like it was something that went with creative, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Mm, leadership. Leadership and confidence kind of go hand in hand. I like someone who can like take charge of situations, know how to handle situations, know how to handle people. Is attractive as well. It's just how you interact with people. Like it's just something that I just kind of like sit and observe, and it could be going really well inside my mind for you. Observance. I love a man who's observant. Like, you know, just kind of like if you have the ability to figure me out without me telling you much. I love that because I don't like to talk about myself a lot. You know, so if you can kind of pick up on things, it makes it a more pleasant experience for myself. I like someone who sticks to what they think. They're not easily persuaded, you know. So, like for example, like if you're with a group of people and you know you think something, but you know maybe the majority disagrees, like you're not swindled by that. That's important. Someone who can and stick to what they believe in. That's attractive to me. Especially if people like, nah, you gotta and like. This is very specific, but this just happened a few times, and it made me realize that I really like that. Like that's a turn on somewhat for me. Um, but if, like people just like, nah, you crazy man, you gotta da, da, da. And then like the person not hearing it, and like they just feel what they feel. Because one time it was about like a sensitive subject, and you know how people like want to like kind of everything that people do nowadays. And this man was just like, nah, I don't care what y'all say. I wasn't raised like that. And X, Y, and Z, this has no benefit to da 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 da. And I was just like, he kind of eating y'all up. And I just, ooh. I like dudes that kind of like don't let you walk all over them. So no matter how much I think I may get my way or what I want, like, yes, make me happy, but just like the balance of being, you know, everything I can't explain. Like, it's just a vibe. I like also a good sense of style. This may go with the physical part, but just a good sense of style, like whatever your style may be. I don't like followers. I don't like people who do something just because somebody else do it. I'm sapiosexual, right? So which that means that I have to be like mentally stimulated. I'm gonna put this PG as possible. I have to be mentally stimulated to um find like intimate attraction. I think is how it would be phrased, something like that. So anything that kind of like deals with like critical thinking or how someone may think about something or their ability to figure out something will work into their advantage, I think. Um, so sometimes I like dates like that. I think good dates for that are like escape rooms. Um, but I also like just doing fun stuff. So maybe something like um, go karting. I'm down to do because I like to drive. Like I think that's like a little known fact about me. I really love driving. I really love fast cars, and I'm kind of into cars a little bit. Like I don't know like engines and stuff, but I'm just kind of like into cars, like the aesthetics. As I do this video and I smile because I do smile a lot when I'm talking, but I don't smile a lot in photos. The reason is because when I smile, I only have one dimple. I don't know what that's about. Well, I do know what it's about actually. I was a preemie, so I feel like my other dimple never developed. I don't remember how much of a preemie I was, but I was like, oh, my second dimple didn't develop. Look at that. That's why a lot of times, like on my Instagram and in photos and stuff, I just don't smile a lot because I don't, I don't necessarily like that. But yeah, sometimes this one will pop out, but it's very vague. But anyway, interesting in some way. Like a lot of times, guys are not interesting at all, and I'm gonna lose interest because every day, what you doing, sir? Get off my line. Like, what are we doing here? And it's not so much about what we do together. I feel like people have to have their own thing going. Like, so if your life is boring outside of a relationship and you're always counting on the relationship to give you fulfillment or happiness, or you always have to be in a relationship, like, who are you as a person? Like, a lot of people don't even know who they are as a person, and they're trying to get in relationships and be with other people, and they're incomplete. And granted, I know your partner is like someone who completes you, but that's in a different sense. Like you ain't got nothing. You and some people go to work and they just go to work. There's no drive. Even if you do something that's not like I don't know super interesting. Like what's your thought process? There goes the sapiosexual again. Like what's your thought process? What's your end goal? Like what you just going to go? Like you don't want to do nothing else. Like I like motivated individuals. I like people who have goals. I didn't say this yet, but also faith based. Please, sir. Um, you gotta believe in God. Sorry. And you don't have to be like super religious or church. But if I wake up one weekend and say, hey, it's not a lot that I do this. Because I usually like just use online or virtual. Like videos if I feel like I need some type of word. Um, but if I say I want to go to church, like just be willing to go with me. You don't have to be super into it, but I can't be with someone and be like, they wouldn't even just go. Even if it's not something that you're truly into, like just go because I want to go and I want you there. Like an hour or two every once in a while, sir. Like I didn't grow up like going to church every Sunday. Not out. Sometimes it's just like the main days, like Easter and stuff, or Mother's Day with my grandma and my mama. But and again, I haven't physically been to church in a while. But I just, if I feel like it, I don't want someone who's like, nah, because why? And then people will say like, oh well, people in church, da 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 da, are phony, or they use religion or whatever. You're not. I feel like you don't go to church because of what other people are doing. You going because sometimes you may need just a word or a direction. Like if you feel lost or you feel like you could, just use that. Sometimes like you feel like you just may need something additional, and sometimes that works for me. So I just don't want someone to be like super against that because I get it. I get that point that they make, but I also feel like your journey with whatever you're doing is for you. It's not based on what other people do. Because if that's the case, then it's bad people in every industry. Also, anger management. Be able to regulate your emotions. Please. And like have that together. If you ain't got that together, you don't need to be dating. So I like calm, calm energy. It's very important. And I think that's pretty much the just trying to enjoy life. Have some type of financial literacy, goals, um, seek knowledge. Don't be where nobody can't tell you nothing. Be able to adjust to sensitivities. I'm somewhat a little can be sensitive. So I like men that can adjust. It's nice. I think that's it.